Hi, and first of all, sorry for delay. I promised you that last night we were to speak on what's going on between India and Canada and the wider West, that is the Five Eyes nations. But it's election time in my state. I'm busy, and what I'm going to talk today has nothing to do with my party's stand. It's my personal analysis. So. We are looking at a tussle going on, a diplomatic tussle going on between Canada and India. And Mr. Justin Trudeau has put allegations but has not produced any of the evidences, and Western press, especially the New York Times and stuff like that, they are also putting their own pieces without any allegations, and somewhat looking like that they are supporting Mr. Justin Trudeau. Now, why this is happening? So, as far as my analysis goes, this is a pressure by the West on India due to three reasons. Number one, we saw fake news some time back. It was on Reuters before the BRICS summit in South Africa that Prime Minister Modi will not be traveling to the BRICS summit, but Prime Minister Modi did traveled. Then there were pieces written in the Western press that India is going to oppose the expansion of BRICS, and especially when countries like UAE and Saudi Arabia, who are very good friends and partners of India, then why will India oppose their inclusion in the grouping? It was not going to happen, and it didn't happen. But West was wanting that, but it was not done by India, and it was against the whims and wishes of the West. So one is the reason they want to put pressure on India, that you have not listened to us, and that is the reason I think this pressure is coming. Secondly, during the BRICS summit, we didn't wrote anything about Russia's aggression on Ukraine, and the wider West was wanting that we should have written things negative about Russia, which we didn't, because we maintained that G20 is not a political or military institution, it is rather an economic institution, and we did it what we said. So this is one of the big reason that West is trying to exert the kind of pressure they are best doing it. And this is they do it on many countries, but they are forgetting that this is India, and India has its own independent foreign policy. India believes in the freedom of our own foreign policy, and that's what we are executing. So what, let them do what they are doing, but they are supporting terrorists there in Canada, and they are going to suffer, because whoever supports these kind of serpents, ultimately they are going to bite them, and bite them hard. So this is my take, that this is a pressure tactic by West to exert their own policy on India. Number one, because of G20, and number two, BRICS expansion, and Prime Minister Modi is going to the BRICS summit, which they were not wanting. And also we didn't invited Zelensky. Zelensky sent his people to India. I think it was his foreign minister who came to India, and they were wanting that Prime Minister Modi and India should invite Zelensky in the G20, which others were doing in G7 and and also in other platforms. But India refused that as well, because anyway, Ukraine is not a part of G20, and this is not a military alliance like NATO or something like that. So these are the reasons behind all this going on. But one thing is sure, India is going to execute and exert its foreign policy, freedom free foreign policy. Thank you.